Let's see. I've taken 2 steps, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I can't get... Does it look like the statue's active in any way, or it's looking just statuesque?
The statue of Vecna?
Yes.
It looks very statuesque. It is, does not appear to... No, it can't even possibly have articulated parts. It is this iron, just sort of an iron block carved. So, you know, one of those sort of... I don't want to say cheaper statues, but you know what I mean? Where, like, the limbs are kind of attached to the body and... Like, not looking like a mannequin, but like a proper carving, right? Although it's
Okay.
made out of iron or some form of metal, so clearly wasn't carved.
Okay.
Dogs in the hood.
So Nima's gonna run in, stare at everything, decide that maybe engaging isn't the best idea. Is she gonna attack? Okay, well, she'll swear an oath on the Minotaur.
Yeah, I recommend getting in its way. We don't want it trampling us all again.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. Like, it's better if he comes in this room, I think. In the smaller room.
Well, just do whatever you think's best.
Doug has taken the concept of the Google effects, where in Google Hangout you can wear these sort of pictures on your face, and he's made it a reality. You can put on different hats and such.
Now I feel like, oh my goodness. Okay. Right, focus. Okay, I think Nima would like to... Is it possible to prepare for a charge? Like, for someone to charge you? Is it possible to somehow make it such that they have a harder time charging?
Called total defense.
It's just that? There's like nothing else I could do?
Nothing immediately comes to mind. I suppose you can ready an action to move somewhere if you see someone moving towards you, but then they can just alter their path if they're intent on chasing you.
Can I ready a move action to move out of the Minotaur's way if it charges? No, it's a standard action to ready one, right?
That's correct.
Huh. Alright, well, I don't think I did things in the most logical way because I walked in and then swore an oath and then only have a standard action left.
Whatever happens, we'll make the best of it.
I'm gonna go into total defense and take it from there.
Alright.
Blocking the way.
Wrecked. As Nima assumes a defensive posture.
Well. Wrecked. Oh, wrecked. Yes, wrecked.
What does he have, range 5 on those spells?
Yeah. Wrecked. He's pretty slow, too.
Hey, let's not mock his intelligence.
Sorry, he's just slow. Not slow. He is going to... he's gonna use Astral Seal on the Bronze Warder. Which presumably has cover. Oof, that's still a 26 versus reflex.
So Rekt opens the door, Nima rushes past him, and then he lights up his target, the Bronze Warder, with the light of the Astral Sea, painting it for his allies.
And, what would Rekt do? Other than running away? He'll do nothing. He'll move back.
Rekt, wisely retreating back into the room, does not want to be up at the forefront of this battle. Paldemar, the Mad Mage, who is wielding some form of magic staff, points it at Nima. A ray of frost surges forth, striking the elf for 13 damage and slowing her until the end of Paldemar's next turn. Nima down to, that would be 13 damage. Nima down to 50 to 47 out of 60. And slowed, her move speed becomes 0.
Really? 0?
That's what slow does?
2. Her speed becomes 2.
Okay, that's reassuring.
I happened to be looking at the number 0, so a number came to mind that... Paldemar speaks up. I hope you'll forgive the chilly welcome.
Ha ha ha. I'm slowed, you see.
This goblin tries to hurl a stone from his sling at Nima, but he's clearly not very experienced with the sling because as he whips it about, it just wraps around his arm. He's dazed. Wintier.
Okay. Who are we shooting at?
Bad guys.
Not sure who's most important yet, so...
Winter takes a step forward. That didn't work. Back a little to the side. There we go. So he marks the warped goblin on the right as his quarry. It's the only one he can see. Well, that's closest to him. And twin strike. Oh, but I got +1 to attacks. That's just the roll, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's a 29 for 3 and 19 for 5 and a bonus 1.
Both of Wintier's arrows strike true, nailing the goblin. The Dragonborn lets out a roar before charging Nima with a flail. Nima dodges. Corvus.
That's you, Doug.
That is me. Corvus. Should I also focus the warp goblin? Or the minotaur? Or the
Goblin.
dragonborn?
Goblin.
Don't focus the Minotaur.
Focus the minotaur. Oh, elemental spirits does AoE, right? So I will send elemental spirits to the robed man. Yes. Yes, I will. That's a 20 for 12.
And you are in melee range of the warders, so you are provoking an opportunity attack, right?
Yes, yes, I am.
As Corvus casts his spell, or invokes his spirits, or whatever it is that Seekers do.
A basic ranged attack.
Right, so the Bronze Warder swings his axe and chops into Corvus for 10 damage. Corvus down to 36 out of 53. And who is the target of the elemental spirits again? The Warped Goblin, correct?
No, the robed man.
The Robed Man.
Because he's in the middle.
The spirits strike true.
I choose lightning.
Pikachu, I choose you.
And anybody who starts adjacent to him takes 3 damage.
Does that include him, or just those adjacent?
Adjacent. He takes 12 damage. Any target adjacent to him at the start of their turn takes 3 damage.
Ah, yes.
Until? End of your next turn, gotcha.
And I can't shift around this corner, right?
That's correct.
But he's already taken an attack of opportunity against you. You can move freely now.
That's true. And Corvus runs away. Just a little bit, behind Cold Tape.
Bravely.
Between his legs.
It's funny because it's true.
That's right. Coldane's legs are at least 4'7". The rest of his body is very compressed.
I just assumed you were fighting in heels.
Rex in heels. I do the fighting.
the robed man hurls a shock bolt at Nima, striking her for 8 damage and slowing her, but she's not further slowed. Target is slowed until the end of its next turn. So, when there are overlapping conditions, the one that is the most severe applies.
Which is that?
Whichever one results in it lasting longer. Warped Gablin takes, 3 damage from the spirits?
Yep.
The residual electricity lightning in the air. He hurls a sling stone at Nima. And while his companion is clearly a moron, this guy is a good shot, and he nails Nima for 4 damage. Nima down to 35 out of 60. The Bronze Warder takes a swing at Nima with his great axe, flanking her with this undead Dragonborn.
Also, please let me know if anyone crits against me.
I will try to do that. Well, someone critted against you.
Great! Maybe. So I get an immediate reaction to the crit.
So the reaction happens after you take the damage, correct?
Yes.
So the warder slashes into Nima for 17 damage, nearly cutting open her thorax. That's right, she has a thorax.
Also known as her torso.
Did I successfully take damage?
That's a negatory. So that'll bring Nima down to 23. No, even worse, maybe? 18 out of 60. So let's see this immediate reaction. Been looking forward to it. Been hinting at it since last session.
I hope it doesn't have to have you in range.
No, it looks like burst 10.
Yep.
So let's see, when an enemy scores a crit against you, your Oath of Enmity target, who's the same guy, takes radiant damage equal to the critical hit's damage. Nice, so this is like a Thorns aura, kind of. Just a very specific target.
It's a very specific daily.
I knew it would come in handy eventually.
I'm glad it got to be used, actually.
So as the axe sheds Nima's blood, the warder is ensconced in radiant light that superheats the metal, and you can see its horns starting to melt a bit.
Take that, you horny bastard.
Coltane.
This is a lousy position. He's gonna move past the Dragonborn, provoking an attack.
Coltane dodges the flail as he sees before him his old companion, Zaxzarrd II, Zaxzarrd the Paladin, who now appears to be Zaxzarrd the Death Knight.
I guess this is what happens when we bury you in cursed ground.
You what?
It's a long story, and it wasn't really my idea. I was dead at the time. I think.
You never died, though.
I was unconscious at the time. I remember I valiantly inspired someone while unconscious. Anyway, Zaxzarrd, I won't call you a friend since I only knew you for a very short time. I'm gonna have to hurt you now.
You were friends with his cousin, brother, former roommate.
I was friends with someone who had the same name as you, just spelled differently.
And looked exactly the same.
Yeah.
But I'm sure all Dragonborn look alike to you humans.
In any case, Coltane's not going to waste any time. He's going to pull out Bastion of Defense and stab it through Zaxzard's face if he can.
That is awful. Poor Zaxzarrd.
And if he might miss, he's going to make that a heroic effort.
Soul Harvest strikes true.
That's a 20 for 24 damage.
Tearing into undead Zaxzarrd. Sending out bits of necrotic flesh, or necrotized flesh.
We shall never fall, my friends, he calls out to his companions. And they all get 9 temporary HP and a +1 defensive bonus for the rest of the encounter. +1 to all defenses. That's right. So do Corvus and Wintier.
Oh, we do?
You are all my allies.
Sometimes I wonder.
Why you never pay attention. Also, I wonder why
I was reading the chat.
having... You can listen at the same time.
I'm not very good at that.
And I'm having terrible troubles with MapTool. Like, it keeps doing that thing where I can't... Like, it's not updating.
Yeah, it's same for me.
I've disconnected, reconnected like 7 times.
I
In any
just
case,
give up.
that will be the end of Coltane's turn.
I hope it's not the end of Coltane.
Well, even if it should be the end of Coltane, his early bird bonus gives him +4 to death save, so he'll be fine.
There you go, round 2. Nima is up. Just one moment though.
Am I the only one who gained 9 temporary hit points?
I'll do it as soon as I can get it to work. Also, Doug, Winter, and Corvus, 9.
And yes, Nima is up.
Okay. Huh. If I shift away from the Dragonborn to the Minotaur, then I don't provoke, right?
Shifts don't provoke.
Excellent. So Nima goes right up to the Minotaur and uses Aspect of Might. Hang on. So it's a 25 with a hit of 24, and if it doesn't hit, then she will use Elven Accuracy.
Nima strikes mightily into the bronze warder, chopping into that. Is it even armor? Just chop it into the bronze, period.
And she regains 3 hit points for hitting the target of Rect's Astral Seal. Sorry, 5 hit points. So 2 more.
Yay! So it was a shift. Yep, that's gonna be it.
Wrecked.
Alright. Wrecked. Wrecked? You know what, let's get right on it. He's gonna use Healing Word on Nima.
Nima currently at 23 out of 60, soon to be maxed or just about.
So that's Healing Surge plus 2d6 plus. What was the number I kept coming up with? 10?
Isn't it 3d6 total now?
Oh yeah, sorry. Total of 3d6 plus 10. Yeah. Surge plus 3d6 plus 10. And you have plus 3 to all defenses against the next attack.
So Surge plus 3d6?
Plus 10.
Plus, okay.
Like 3d6 and plus 10.
Okay, hopefully I've done this right. This is bonus to total, right?
Yes.
So Nima back up to 55 out of 60 with 9 temporary, so she is over max.
And I get plus 3 to all defenses?
To the next attack against you.
Okay, so that's CJ's end.
We'll remind. And I believe
Yes.
that overrides the bonus Coltane's giving you for the time being. Like, they don't stack, but still. Oh,